Are 100% of your sales customers coming back for their first scheduled maintenance visit? I'm Scott Harris, President and General Manager with Bill Harris Automotive Group in Ashland, Ohio. And 100% of my customers leave with their first appointment set every time. Industry consultants recommend the salesperson introduce the customer to the service department. The service department then puts them in the system right. Well, that all sounds logical, but it's not always feasible for a number of reasons. First, the customer doesn't want to schedule service at the time of delivery. They want to get out of the dealership and start enjoying their new car. The last thought they have is getting their car serviced in the future. Second, they could be taking delivery after hours or at a time when service is extremely busy and there are too many interruptions. Third, this process is all manual, and for me, there's no way to track it. If we're really going to produce a best practice, we have to have a mechanism by which to track it. Otherwise, it won't stick. What I have working in my dealership now is much easier than all of that, and I can track it. We're using Reynolds Webmaker X and online service reservations. We create a process when the customer takes delivery, we set up their first service appointment through online service reservations. Here's how we do it. As soon as the deal is closed in F&I, the F&I manager simply copies and pastes the event into online service reservations. It populates all the customer's information. He or she picks the date and the time the customer agrees to, and it's done. We then show the customer how to see the appointment on our website. It works for our team and it works for me as a dealer. And the results, they're off the hook. I can watch reports to be sure every delivery has the first service appointment scheduled. I even get the F&I managers engaged with a little spiff. Ultimately, our customers benefit too, as it's a low-stress, convenient way to be sure the vehicle is maintained. They don't have to think about it. No one wants to do that. When they bring the car in, we handle it for them. I'm Scott Harris, and that's how we do it. Wouldn't it be great if every customer had a complete walk-around every time they visited your service department? How often is this being done presently? How do you measure the results? Do you get the customer's acknowledgement of the vehicle condition up front? Can you see previously declined services in the customer's history? I'm Scott Harris, President and General Manager with the Bill Harris Automotive Group in Ashland, Ohio. We all know everybody has or should have a sales process to follow to be successful selling a car. In our store, we took that idea one step further. We established a sales process in our service department. The results, they've been flat off the hook. Here's how we approached it. We heard the experts out there talking about the walk-around. In fact, we talked about it with our service team, and everybody agreed. A walk-around, it's a great idea, in theory. They weren't sure how we'd deliver one. They said, it's just going to take too long. It's so antiquated. It's uncomfortable to move the customer outside and then bring them inside. So I pitched a simple approach to the team. How I see it is, to really get the relationship cemented, to make sure the customer knows you're really out to do what's best for them, you have to have a great walk-around. You establish a repeatable process and create a confidence level with your customer. A great walk-around doesn't mean we nickel and dime the customer. It simply means I'm letting the customer know a few things. I'm going to review the car's condition with them. I'm going to verify what we're going to do today. I'm going to record some simple things like wiper blades, nitrogen for tires, tire wear, dents and dings. Spot those items right away to move the car along just a little quicker. We're not going to delay everybody with waiting on getting those things checked out. Because you know what? If they're there, they're there. And if they're not, they're not. The best practice says I simply want to get the customer's permission to go around their car. This helps build a relationship, and it sure builds trust. Well, this may sound all fine on paper, but how do you ensure this process is happening? What we found was that we needed a tool to monitor the sales experience and service, so we instituted Service Sales Kit from Reynolds. The solution includes a walk-around component, and with reporting features, it's something we can easily measure and verify. By setting up a sales process in the service department focused around the customer's needs and building trust, we've been very successful selling additional maintenance items and repair work. I'm Scott Harris, and that's how we do it. Are you selling factory recommended services or just an oil change? Jiffy Lube and others do not just sell base oil changes, they're pushing more services. Are your menus manufacturer and VIN specific? I'm Scott Harris, President and General Manager with the Bill Harris Automotive Group in Ashland, Ohio. We're building customers for life by instituting a manufacturer-specific menu for every customer. A big part of the write-up process is the menu presentation. What we've found is that customers don't like pre-printed menus. They don't like the laminated menus. They want information specific to their vehicle. We all know the complexity of vehicles today, and simply one menu doesn't fit all models. Here's how we do it at Bill Harris Auto Group. We use a service sales kit menu from Reynolds & Reynolds. Every customer gets a factory-specific, car-specific, brand-specific, and model-specific menu every time. You can't get any more detailed than that. It's designed for each customer's car, for their manufacturer. That's what customers want to see. Additionally, we have the conditional services. Services needed to be done based on the condition of the car. And these services, they're vital to your and my dealership's performance. Reynolds & Reynolds has service price guides automatically hooked in, so all the quotes are correct. You see, it just tracks. I mean, from the first appointment to the walk around to the menu presentation. It doesn't just benefit the customer, it benefits our team because they have a predictable process. They know what to do. That's how we get consistent results. I'm Scott Harris, and that's how we do it. One of the big questions for dealers out there is how many repairs are being missed. Industry experts report there are $62 billion in unperformed repairs. I'm Scott Harris, President and General Manager with the Bill Harris Automotive Group in Ashland, Ohio. And here's how we're capturing our share of that $62 billion. We instituted a report card process that's so thorough that customers come to rely on it. If you miss somebody's tire wear problem, you'll know about it because a customer's going to tell you. It wasn't easy adopting this report card process. We had to get the advisors buy-in as well as the technicians buy-in. But once they started seeing the results, they were all in. And from a dealer's perspective, the results, they were off the hook. So here's our process. When we use a report card, we make sure to capture the vehicle's condition as green, yellow, or red. The greens obviously mean the car's good to go and there's nothing needed. The yellows are recorded and we document what needs to be done in the near future. The reds are items that need to be addressed right away. The yellow and reds are stored in the customer's history. I can retrieve those at any time for the customer. Allowing the customer to walk away with the report card sets us apart from any quick lube, any independent shop in our area because they aren't going to do the detail. I'm Scott Harris, and that's how we do it.